Hi everybody, Bill here, still here. Hope you're doing okay. I've been doing really well, apart from last night when things got a bit lively. I'll come on to that in a minute. But you know, when things do get a bit lively, especially when you're out and about, you might want to take note of this hot tip. Yes, indeed. Just be careful where you tread afterwards. But yeah, I have found that quite a useful thing to carry in the boot of the car if we go out somewhere. Now, I've never actually needed it, but it's just nice to know it's there, just in case you ever got stuck in a traffic jam on the motorway or something, you know, whatever, something like that. Anyway, let me get on to the news. A couple of you very kind people have been asking how I'm doing because I haven't done an update for a while. Well, that's why I'm doing this one today. Pamela, you asked, this is for you, and Julie, this is for you too. Listen, I have been doing really well, actually. Do you remember the last clinic appointment I had with Danko, and I had the sigmoidoscopy? Yep, it was a bit like that. And he took a biopsy, like of something in there. I'm supposed to have an appointment 2 weeks after that clinic as the follow-up to find out the results of that biopsy. Well, I haven't even had a phone call yet. Now, the NHS have been on strike and all sorts of things have been going on. So I'm assuming it may be something to do with that. But then on the bright side, I'm thinking, well, no news is good news. If it had been something nasty, malignant, if the tumour was coming back or something like that, then surely they would have called me by now. So I'm treating it as a positive thing. But yeah, I'm still waiting for that clinic appointment. So yeah, how have I been doing? Well, after that last appointment with Danko, I kept a food diary. I did it for a week, and do you know what? After a week I stopped because I was adding more things to the diet. I was adding bits of fruit. I was keeping the peel on the apple in the morning instead of peeling it. Things that I was doing, which I was doing to avoid a blockage, because that was my big fear. I didn't want another one of those. I've been less concerned about. So I've been adding a bit more fibre into the diet, and I've been having a drink. I've been having a little drink. Oh, Pamela, you'll be proud of me. Now I know you're from Ireland. You and your hubby. Yeah, Guinness. I mean, Guinness is my go-to beer, and I've been having a few Guinness, or Guinea as I call it, and I've been doing all right on it, not really suffering. But I don't know what happened yesterday. Yesterday during the daytime, my guts were really lively again. Not diarrhea, it's normal, well, it's soft, but that's normal for me. It's not an unpleasant consistency to get rid of. It's okay, but all the time, you know, more and more. And I was taking little loperamide tablets. I've been getting up to 8 a day. 8 has been my sort of regular. I have 2 in the morning, 2 sort of lunchtime, 2 early evening, and 2 at bedtime. And that keeps a lid on it, as it were, a cork in it, whatever you want to call it, as your analogy, but it keeps it under control. But it didn't yesterday. I mean, I had my 8 tablets, got to tea time, and in the evening I was back and forth to the toilet. I had more loperamide. Oh yes, the top tip from Danko about breaking it. You feel like, you know, the capsules, the loperamide capsules, they come in the little capsule form, where if you want to take them quickly and get it into your bloodstream, you can actually break them apart and tip it like an old Victorian poisoner putting the arsenic in the drink. You can just break it open and put it into the water, or a yogurt he suggested, mix it up, I did it in water, and throw it down the neck. It gets straight into the body. It wasn't working. I mean, I had, by yesterday evening, I'd had another 6 or so before I went to bed. Went to bed and I was up and down all night, every sort of half an hour. I had another 6 or so loperamides in the night in tablet, in the powder form, and I was back on the pain relief, paracetamol, ibuprofen, back and forth, because I know the molten lava sensation that is coming out of your backside, that burning. It was back again with a vengeance all night. Got up this morning, still at it. I've had 8 loperamide tablets already today, again in powder form. What's it now? It's only, what, 2:15, and I just don't know what's going on. I've actually been fasting pretty much today. I've had no food apart from, I had a couple of, makes me sound very posh, had a couple of croissants midway through the morning for my 11s, because I was doing a bit of work from home, and I had a couple of croissants. That's the French pronunciation, isn't it? The croissant. The croissant. Yeah, I had a couple of those with butter in it. Nothing wrong with that, because it's pure white. There's no fibre or anything. That shouldn't cause me an issue. But that's all I've had today. I'm getting a bit nervous about having tea tonight. I think it's starting to calm down a little bit, but we can only think, Helen and I think it's vegetables. Had a fair bit of broccoli last night. Very well cooked, very mushy, but I think it's broccoli, and a bit of spinach as well, fresh spinach. I think it's veg. I've got to cut that out. I'm going to cut that out again and go back to just having that bland beige diet for a while, to see if I can get a grip of it, because it is not nice, really not good. I really thought I was ahead of all this, and in the night I was very tired. If I look tired, it's because I hardly slept, and there I was in the night with the pain, and I thought, oh please, not the fissure. Don't want the anal fissure. I don't want the anal fissure back again. I'm sorry, I just find that word funny. Anal fissure. Anal. Yeah, the anal fissure. I don't want that back again. And I'm praying that that's not the case. I really don't, because it was 2 months of utter hell, the pain. And I'm just really hoping that my old bot isn't giving way again to one of those fissures. Don't want that. So, what else? I've got a few notes. Oh yeah, some good news. The kitchen extension that we've having done is drawing to an end today. The plumber came round earlier on and connected our sink up, so we can actually go and do some washing up downstairs and get into the old kitchen again, rather than the bedroom next door which we've been using as temporary kitchen for about 5 months now, 6 months, I don't know. But the good news is the plumber reconnected a couple of weeks ago our water softener in the house. Oh, what a difference that's made. We have a very hard water in our area, and all those rashes I was getting on my hands from the constant hand washing. Oh God, my hands are like so soft. It sounds like an advert, but my hands are so soft again, and it's the water softener. It's made such a big difference, which is good. And also, of course, the bidet. Yes, the bidet, my absolute saviour. You know, that's shooting water up to my backside, and of course it's been hard water for all these months while we've had it disconnected. Well, now it's soft water again. Maybe that will help with the backside again. Oh, by the way, people keep mentioning I should get one of these. I've got one. These bidet attachments are brilliant. Vlog 22 is the number if you want to see a review of it, and it's absolutely brilliant. But if you're going to buy one, make sure you get the right thing. Don't get one of these. Yeah, you don't want one of those. Yes, fantastic things. Thoroughly recommend it. And they make a huge difference to your life. Really, get one. They're so cheap and well worth it. Another quick one. My friend Naya, what's it, Nayud Noor, I think her name was. Forgive me if I got your name wrong. You, sir, or madam, I don't know, male, female, you've been going through all my vlogs from the start. Unbelievable, back to back, incredible. You've had a lot of very constructive comments along the way, some of which I agree with, some I don't. I've left all the comments there for everyone to see, but you gave me a hot tip, which was about putting together a playlist of my vlogs so it's easier for people to see and find. Now, someone, I think it was Marilyn, you gave me a good tip about actually describing in each vlog what it was. I've done that, but apparently the playlist will make it easier. So I've now got a playlist. It's all there. If you look on my channel, if you're interested, if you subscribe to the channel, of course, it's free. If you don't understand how YouTube works, I didn't either, but yeah, it's free to subscribe, and you can then see the playlist and all the vlogs are in there. That's it. Okay, I am hoping that by the next time I do the vlog, I will have had that clinic appointment with Danko the surgeon, and I will have had the results of that biopsy, and I'll be able to give you some even more good news. So yeah, if I look tired, it's because I am, because I didn't sleep much last night because of the blip. Let's call it a blip. And everything is looking up, everything is looking good. I've had some very, very good days, and I hope they continue. And we don't want to see that fissure again, do we? Well, no one wants us to see it at all, do they? Bye for now.